back, everyone, to the Inside Loop. I'm Andreas Madsen. I have a very special guest with me today, Mary Knight from Team Knight, and welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Glad to be here.
This week, we've been really discussing just referrals, expansion teams, and we wanted to really dig in, and we thought there's no better way to do that than to actually bring someone here and ask a few questions. So really appreciate Mary giving us your time.
Thank you.
Yeah, and before diving in, I'd love to hear just a little bit about you and how you got into real estate, and please share.
My background is in design. I used to design furniture stores all over the country, and I lost a big design account, and a friend of mine said, "You would be a great real estate agent. People love you." So I got into real estate, and that was for selfish reasons because I needed money. When I realized I was really helping people, I loved it. I was like, this is for me. When I got into real estate, the first year I made the $1 Million Club.
Wow.
And then the market tanked. And so I've been almost 14 years as a real estate agent.
Yeah. What did you learn during the downturn? If you went from $1 million month to, wow, am I really going to stay now in this business? Right? I mean, how did you fight through that? What really helped?
I think staying positive and working it. You really need to follow up with people, and of course answering calls. Answer your phone.
Yeah. So then we make it through, things start to pick up again, right?
Yeah.
For you, going from, running your business, and then suddenly teams, 4 or 5 years ago really started to become pretty big. How did you start to think about, well, maybe I should grow my team?
Well, because I was really busy and just started passing leads out to people to get referrals.
Yeah.
That's what I do now, and that is my big goal now, is to just pass out every lead and not do much.
Yeah. It's amazing because that's now its whole business on its own.
Yeah.
You're passing on these leads. You're putting a lot of onus on that other person, right?
Yes.
And also, you are running a team in multiple states. So tell me, how do you follow up yourself? You talked about persistence and follow-up. How do you do that yourself and make sure that you're spending money on these leads? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. So making sure that they get worked.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I call myself an accountability coach. I am constantly on my PA app. That is like awesome.
Yeah.
If an agent is not sending texts or emails from that app, or if they're not following up, if they're not putting notes in their app, something's wrong. And I am constantly like texting or calling them, hey, what's going on?
What is the appropriate, as a team leader, kind of contact point? Do you feel like you need to micromanage, or do you have weekly meetings? Where do you find success in that interaction?
I don't micromanage.
Yeah.
These are experienced agents, and as we know, Zillow is huge, and everybody goes to Zillow. The Premier Agent app, once again, I can't stress that enough. Do I have weekly meetings? No, but I am constantly watching everything that they do.
Sure. Yeah. What are you looking for? What really works?
Personally, I'm looking for experienced agents who are motivated and self-starters. New agent, I love new agents, and I will help them if they listen. A lot of times new agents, and I've had a couple new agents that haven't worked out because they won't listen. They want to do their own thing, and there's a plan, there's a process, and I've done it.
Yeah, but it feels like so many times I talk to top agents, and the number one thing why they were successful, why they continue to be successful, is they had a mentor, right? They had somebody in their corner. So I feel like with teams, especially working teams in different states and different markets, there's such a benefit to being that person that could, be there, right? To answer any questions, to make sure you are mentoring them. But like you said, there has to be almost that coachability. Right?
Exactly. I didn't have a mentor when I started this because it was all new, and New York was kind of like the Wild West of real estate because they really didn't have an MLS. So it took us a while to become profitable there. We are doing well in New York now.
So if you have any advice on when building a referral business and getting started, what would be then the first or second step in the process to being that team leader and starting this kind of referral business?
Well, I would say that if you wanted to start a team or wanted to start a referral business elsewhere, is to have structure, have a plan, once again, have accountability. And as I always say, action. As an agent, especially a new agent, you can read, you can learn, you can do all the things that maybe I tell you to do, but if you don't take that action step, if you don't send out the postcards, if you don't make those phone calls, if you don't follow up, that's action. Mm-hmm. Action is so important.
With dotloop, right, you can have the insight and it's seamless for you to see what's happening in the process. Excellent.
Oh, dotloop is like definitely one of the tools that we use and is very important.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody's digital. I mean, everybody can do business anywhere, and that's my goal.
Right.
That's my game plan.
Yeah.
I can be in Hawaii and pass out leads.
So what is your structure to really help make sure, A, the lead gets called or picked up on and worked initially and then qualified? Walk me through that.
Okay, so a lead comes in, a phone call comes in from Zillow. There are 3 of us who are on the call list. So I normally like to answer the calls because I do the screening.
Wow.
So IP mama.
Yeah. So you're taking the initial lead. Even.
Most of the time.
Right? Yeah.
Yes.
So you're not just saying, okay, I'm going to build my referral business and just push all these out and cross my fingers. Like you understand, no, I'm still every bit a part of this, where you're taking that call, you're helping qualify.
Absolutely.
So then you could even say, taking the next step, who should I give it to based on the conversation that you've had?
Absolutely.
Right? Does that happen?
All the time.
Okay.
All the time.
Yeah. So then right now I could be interrupting you and you might have gotten a lead and not picked it up, right?
Yeah, I was hoping that the call would come in while we were doing this.
Yeah, exactly.
Really was.
No,
it
it's
would be
true.
Funny.
But that's amazing because I think it's not just set it and forget it, but also you're taking action.
Yes.
Right? You're taking action. And that sets the precedent right away if you're every bit a part of it. Well, Mary, this has been great.
Thank you
thank you so much. Thank you. It's really great insight for us and our viewers, just taking a deeper look into the referral business, how you think about it, where your successes come from. So we really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.